Okay, what's going on, fashion friends? This is not going to be a long video at all. You know, with the release of the new Jordan Concords, there has been so much ruckus and so much going on the news that there have been fights and break-ins and people getting robbed over the shoes and the UPS man getting the shoes snatched off of the truck. I mean, he had to run for his life. There was also a huge downfall to this whole event with the release of the Jordan Concords, as to where a young man was killed over the shoes, which is a tragedy. You know, rest in peace to Tyreek. It's a sad situation when you hear about stories like this, because at the end of the day, it no longer becomes, you know, a fashion addiction. It becomes what are your priorities? And when you think about things like this, I had a lot of people ask me on Facebook and on Twitter, well, what do you think? Well, what do you think? Oh my God, everybody is talking about it. It's all over the news. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? I really wasn't going to say anything because I feel like I addressed it enough on Twitter and on Facebook. But okay, what the heck, do a video. So I'm just going to answer some of the statements and some of the questions or whatever that I did see and things. With this, someone said to me that they should ban the shoes and not sell Jordans. Realistically, me being a designer, I wouldn't want that to happen to my stuff. If I was a designer and everybody's fighting over Emore'J, Couture, avant-garde pieces, I would not want that to happen to me, because at the end of the day, that is my income. That's how I make money. To me, it's not the shoes that's causing an issue. It's the people and their mentalities and their priorities. When you're thinking about these people, and when I'm saying these people, I'm talking about the people that go there literally to fight other people that are waiting in line, literally there to shoot people, to rob people, to harass people. It's a sad situation as to where you have to buy a shoe, but you cannot take the shoe out the front door. You have to go through the back door, because if you go out through the front door, somebody's going to rob you. Like, is it really that serious for a pair of shoes? A pair of shoes that at the end of the day, you're not really paying for the quality of it. You're paying more for the name of the shoe. But when you think about the shoe in reality, before it came over to America, the shoe that was being manufactured by some, you know, probably some 8-year-olds inside of a huge factory was only $2 to put together in the first place. So do you really think that it's worth taking someone's life over a pair of these shoes? Do you really think that it's okay to leave your child in the house unattended? Yes, unattended, and your kid is only 4 years old, but you're the mother standing in line for your baby father to get him some shoes, some Concords? Like, what are your priorities? Like, I mean, are we really in a twilight zone right now? Like, okay, the shoe, your daughter. The shoe, the young man's life. Like, I really don't understand. I don't know many, you know, classy females that are going to kill somebody over a red bottom. But at the end of the day, most red bottoms are not that affordable. So, I mean, it really goes back to show, like, what are people's priorities? And I really feel, I don't know if he has done this. I have not did my full extensive research on this. But being Michael Jordan, I say, you know, get your coin, do what you do. You are a businessman. However, I do feel as if Michael Jordan should step up to the plate and pretty much go public on the news and explain to people, you know what? I love that you guys support me, but at the end of the day, when it comes to losing someone's life, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. I would rather you not have my shoes at all than to go out here and rob people, beat up people, wait for people in the parking lots that you see to have a Foot Locker bag and snatch their bags. The UPS man truck is coming, you stop his truck and people raid the UPS truck, stealing all the shoes. Like, it's not that serious. I mean, people are making this just, you're doing too much. You really are. Then one girl said, I remember as on Twitter, she said that it's the history behind the shoes. That's why we take it so seriously. Oh gosh, she had to be a jabuka. First of all, sweetheart, there is not that much history behind these tired shoes as to where you will go and shoot down somebody. Like, sweetie, it's not a biblical stone. It's not something that Moses ordained on the mountain. It's not that serious. It's not a biblical statement. It's nothing to start a war and rumors of wars about. So what is the history behind the shoe that we're missing out on, that I'm missing out on? Somebody fill me in. I get it, they're vintage. I get it, they're brought back. I get it, they're Jordans. Yes, but there is no history that you can tell me or give me that's going to make me say, oh, now I see why I'd be 40,000 people in line trying to fight over the shoes. Oh yeah, he did. I would have shot him too over those Concords though. Everybody be in line for them Jones though. Yeah, it's the history behind them. I get it. No, baby. There's not that much history behind these shoes. There could never be that much history. I don't even care if they were Michael Jackson's shoes, sweetheart, off of his feet. There's no need to take somebody's life off of a shoe, over a shoe. Then I heard that, you know, when one of the stores opened up, people were trampling each other, and a young toddler got her arm broken. First of all, this is one of my statements. As being an adult, let's think about this. Being a parent, you know what kind of environment you're going into. Why are you taking a toddler to a hazardous environment in the first place? I mean, clearly we know that whenever something like this, sadly, something's going to pop off when it comes to these Jordan shoes. Let's just be very realistic about it. So why are you bringing your toddler in this environment anyway? I'm not justifying what happened to your child, but I would have never brought my toddler to an environment like this. I would have found a babysitter, found a sister, found an auntie, or some type of way. You could have gave somebody a coin. If you got a coin to get in line to get those shoes, then you have a coin for somebody to watch your child at midnight. So anyway, but I saw some of the photos, and I'm just amazed when I look at these photos, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, look at the lines. You would really think that Beyonce is giving birth inside of the Foot Locker, and the 200th person is going to be able to cut the umbilical cord. So whoever is number 200 in line, you are going to be able to cut the umbilical cord and take it home with you in a Ziploc bag. Because people are just doing too much when it comes to these shoes. And it's sad that people really aren't. To me, it goes beyond shoes. It goes to me, I'm looking at it like this, that we're dealing with a generation that, in my opinion, has no fears. They're fearless when it comes to things, and it's a sad fearless. It's not a good fearless as to where you're fearless when it comes to your career, or you're fearless as to where you wear whatever you want to wear without anybody judging you, or you're just being yourself. Not that kind of fearless. It's a fearless as to where you feel that you can just go around attacking people, hurting people, stabbing people, shooting people. That's the kind of fear that's missing with this generation. They don't fear anything. One, they don't care for themselves. Two, they're not thinking for tomorrow, they're living for today. And three, they have nothing on their mental. So I really feel like, you know, Jordan, as a suggestion, how about you go on a world tour? Matter of fact, not a world tour, well, a tour, and you go to these schools and you actually speak on your history, on these shoes, on, you know, why it's not that serious, you know? Like, you really should connect more with these people that are taking these things so seriously. I really feel like there needs to be something proactive and some more philanthropy behind what's being behind Michael Jordan and his brand. Because to me, it's like you popping a shoe out every single month, and you get these dramatic stories all over the news of how people just pretty much just jumping people for these shoes. You know, I mean, the Foot Locker gate, I couldn't even believe how, girl, the Foot Locker gate was ripped down, was just slammed down. I mean, like, wow. I cannot think of anything that important that would make me act like that. I can't think of anything. Nothing. I can't think of anything. Not a thing. But anyway, what did you guys think about it? I know that everybody is talking about it. It's all over the news. It's everywhere. It's sad. It's happening in my city, the DMV, DC. You know, so what do you guys really have to think when it comes to these Jordans and these Concords? Like, is it that serious, or am I missing the history behind the shoe? I mean, give me the memo. You know, if I'm wrong, correct me and give me the history. Give me a paragraph. Give me a statement, sweetie. But other than that, I don't think you could give me any kind of words that make me want to go over and just, you know, hurt somebody over these tired shoes. So anyway, this is Emore'J Couture. Spread the video around. Put it around people's pages. Do what you guys do. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys around. See ya.